Heavy rains in May and June hurt Illinois wheat crops. That's bad news for crops that can be sensitive to the weather. News 10's John Swanner talked to a wheat farmer who tells us why the quality of wheat matters more than most crops.
In this picture, you'll see two crops here at Mattis Farms. Corn's off in the distance, then some soybeans that'll soon be ready for harvest. Up close are soybeans that won't be ready until early November.
That helps you maintain a lot of moisture in these beans too.
Steve Mattis and his son planted beans on the heels of harvesting wheat here in June.
This is just an example of wheat, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Wheat is unique in that it's a 9-month crop planted in October or November. Steve calls it a good winter cover crop that protects topsoil.
Really, really good conservation because you got something growing, so you don't get any washing, you don't get any blowing, and it's a pretty crop.
Steve says it's also excellent for crop rotation. His soybean field planted where wheat once stood is doing great despite very little rainfall.
The quality of all crops is important to farmers, but it's especially important when it comes to wheat, which is the most scrutinized crop here in the Midwest. Corn and soybeans can sometimes be used for animal feed, but all of the wheat grown here is used for human consumption. In other words, the quality's got to be there or the market simply won't buy the wheat.
Heavy rains in May and June caused a lot of sprout damage to Illinois wheat crops.
This year it was a nightmare. We were real fortunate. Our wheat just came on a little late.
Steve says this is the second year in a row that wheat crop quality has been bad, and some markets are even refusing wheat. So Steve's rethinking next year's wheat crop already.
Gonna do wheat, but less of it, yeah. And just don't want to gamble quite that much this next year. So anyhow, we did fine this year, but probably cut back maybe 20%, something like that.
In Clark County, I'm John Swanner, News 10.
Another benefit to planting wheat is its cost. It costs a farmer about $100 to plant 1 acre of corn. Wheat costs $20 per acre.